Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is officially my second video here on this channel. You may notice already that the lighting looks a little bit different. My ring light did arrive. So the videos... Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is my second video here. You may notice already the lighting looks a little bit different. That is because my ring light did arrive, so the lighting in the next couple videos may be a little bit back and forth while I try and kind of figure out what setting works best. But this video is really going to be focused on a project that I decided to do for the first time this year, and that is a project pan. So what is a project pan? A project pan is you essentially pick a bunch of items from your collection. It can be any number that you'd like. I decided to do using up or panning 19 items in 2019. I liked that it had a set number that I could go through and add more if I wanted, or just stick to that original 19. So you go through, you collect a bunch of items from your collection that you either want to use up, that are approaching expiration, or things that you're just getting bored with that you just are ready to have out of your collection. And your goal is to use them within a set time frame. So for me, my project pan started on January 1st, 2019, and it's going to go all the way through December 31st, 2019. So I have a whole year, 365 days to, well, yeah, 365, 364, whatever that works out to mathematically. Don't ask me to do math, it really doesn't end well. So I have a full year to use up those products. Each of the products that I selected, I did go ahead and mark with a purple metallic tape. That way I do know it is a project that's in my project pan. That way if I'm just kind of fishing through my collection and I see a piece of purple tape that pops up, I might think to myself, hey, yeah, let's use that. It's in our project pan. You know, one extra use here and there will help get through that product a little bit faster. I did allow myself that if, as I'm going through a product, if I decide I really don't like that product, if it starts breaking me out, if it expires beyond the point of salvation, I am giving myself permission to just chuck that product, to take it out of the project pan, to just throw it away, recycle it, whatever I need to do with it. And then if I do that, I do have to sub in a new product. So I still have a full 19 products to use up completely. Once I finish a product though, if, knock on wood, when I finish a product, I do have the option of replacing that product in the project pan, meaning that once I finish an item, it would go down to 18 products I'm still working on. If I wanted to, I could add another 19th item in, but if I finish the product, I'm giving myself the permission to not have to do that. That way I don't constantly just reuse the same, like, one product, rotate in another one, use that one up, rotate in another one in that exact same spot. That way I kind of force myself to go through all 19. But I do have that option. I wanted to be super flexible with myself because this is the first time doing a project pan, and I am a bit of a makeup hoarder, so I wanted to give myself as much flexibility to be able to complete this project as possible. So I'm going to go through my 19 items with you and kind of tell you why I picked that item, what my goal is for that item, and all of that. We might have some cats in the frame here shortly. If you see a little orange face pop up, Boo just walked in. He's going to help me display my items. So the first item up is this JOAH Truly Yours concealer. This is from CVS. This is a new brand that they started carrying. I picked this to put in my project pan mainly because of the size of it. It's a nice product. I like the consistency. It's kind of a medium coverage. It matches me really well, which is difficult because I am paler. But the size of the product itself, it's kind of bulky. Doesn't really want to fit in my drawers. It's not the most convenient thing to carry. So for that purpose, Tail just walked by. So for that purpose, I did put it in my project pan. The second item I mainly put in there because I'm ready to use it up and rotate it out of my collection. I'm just ready to move on to something else. And that is the Smashbox Always On liquid eyeliner. It's a nice liquid eyeliner. I like it. It is a felt tip eyeliner, so it's really precise, works really well. It's a really nice matte, rich black. Again, I'm just a little bit tired of it, a little bit bored with it, ready to try something new. The third product is something that is probably beyond its expiration date, but I do really like it. Hi, Boo. Tail. He's helping today. This is Boo, my helper. He will be sitting in the background apparently. So this is product number 3. This is the mini NARS Multiple stick in the shade Orgasm. Orgasm if you're not aware, which I know a lot of people are familiar with this color, even Boo's familiar with it, is a nice peachy pinky with some gold shimmer. It's really flattering. It's meant to just kind of give a little bit of a lit within glow. This is a mini size, a deluxe sample. You can tell it's been used and abused a little bit already. I did have to clean off some of the outside, which did remove the NARS logo and stuff, but it is a really nice travel product, and I do like throwing it in my travel bag. I think it's time that I really focus on using it, because it is starting to get towards the expired, slightly dried up side. The fourth product is one that mainly worked its way into my project pan because it's so little now. I've used it so much that when I throw it in my bag, it's kind of hard to find, and I do love it. It is the Urban Decay 24/7 pencil liner in 0, which is just their black shade. It's a nice kind of gel liner that works really well. My eyes water a lot, and it's one of the few eyeliners that does stay put on me. I really just want to use this guy up so I can actually say that I've used up an eyeliner completely. Well, an eyeliner pencil. I've used up liquid liners before. But yeah, this is one that I've been working on for a little bit, and once it's gone, I will be excited, because a pencil eyeliner is not the easiest thing to use all of, at least for me anyway. So the fifth product is actually a indie brand product. I will put the link to the company below. It is something that I got off of Etsy. It is a tinted lip balm from the brand A Merchant of Gallifrey. If you're a Doctor Who nerd, you get the joke. But the brand name is A Merchant of Gallifrey. They are on Etsy. It is scented and colored. The shade is the Crimson Horror, which is named after a Doctor Who episode, but it's this really kind of nice deep brick red with a little bit of gold reflect in it. It smells like pancake syrup. It's really, really nice. The consistency is really nice. And I put this in there just as a little fun thing to use up. The next product in my project pan is actually a little mini Benefit blush in the shade Bella Bamba. Again, this is another little mini product, one that I like to chuck in my travel bag. And again, it made its way in because the packaging isn't the sturdiest. It's just kind of a cheapy plastic. But it is a really nice peachy pinky shade, not unsimilar to the NARS Orgasm, but this one is a powder. So it is a little bit easier to go through, and I've had it for a while, so it's, again, it's time for it to be done. Then I have another actually lip balm. This one is a clear lip balm. This one is from the South Korean brand Holika. This is the Good Cera lip oil stick. My lips get super, super dry. So the idea of having a couple different lip balms in here was really tempting to me because it would remind me to use them. So this one is clear. It does go on clear. And it's just one that's nice to kind of keep at hand. Again, no tint, so I can throw it on whenever. If it's a no makeup day, if it's a heavy makeup day, I can just kind of keep it in my purse. And I've already made a nice little dent in that. Then I have a product from MAC that, again, this is probably getting to its point where it's time for it to be done. I've had it a really long time. I do like the powders a lot. It is one of their Accentuate and Sculpt duos. Again, if you remember when they came out with these, it was definitely a little bit ago. They're still the nice slimmer compact. So what it is half of it is a highlighting powder, just kind of a matte slight shimmer powder, and then half of it is a contour powder. So again, this is in the shades Accentuate and Sculpt. I really like it. Again, it is my go-to travel highlight and contour because they are both in one. We might have a fight here in a minute between two of the cats, but we'll see. They're fighting over who gets to be my helper. But again, this is just getting older. It's time for it to be used up. Again, there are some nice dents in both of the pans, so I kind of wanted to put it in as an incentive to actually use all of it, hit pan, because there aren't a lot of products that I've actually hit pan on before. Then I have another MAC product. This is their Mineralize Skinfinish Natural. This is in the shade Light. This I really, really love. It's got a little bit of tint to it. It's a nice kind of light powder foundation. Again, it's got a little bit of tint, but not a lot. It is a domed baked product. You can see I have almost flattened out the dome on it. Again, I really like this. It's just getting older, so time to use it up. Then I have a couple more mini lip products. I have the Bite mini lipstick in Chai. This was one of the part of the Sephora birthday gift last year. I haven't really tried the shade yet. I have another Bite lipstick that's full size that I like. So I put this in there as a, let's see if I use it, let's see if I like the shade. This is one that if I don't like it will be cycled out and I might put something new in its place. Then, again, another mini product. For most of the lip products that are in here, I did pick mini products because, again, you know, I like being able to throw things in my bag and go. And then, again, if I can finish up a couple things really quick, I think it'll be a nice incentive to keep going with the project pan. So this is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Lip Gloss in the shade Everything. This I've really liked so far. I really like the shade. Even if I'm not wearing a lot of makeup that day, it looks really good. So this one actually will probably be the first lip product that I run out of, and it will be a little sad because I am really enjoying this. Then I have the Tarteist lip paint in the shade, is there a shade on here? Birthday Suit, in the shade Birthday Suit. It's a very, very nude color, but again, nude lip colors are one of the few shades that, you know, other than red, I do tend to go through pretty quickly. So it is a liquid lipstick. This one is a little bit less sheer. It's not as like glossy as the Bare Minerals. So this is more of a true liquid lipstick. Again, I try to give myself some variety with the lip products. That way I could kind of mix and match, maybe wear two at the same time, knock them both out. Then I have a couple more foundation products. I do have the NYX Studio or HD Studio Foundation in the shade Nude. I put this in here because I'm not a big fan of the tube. It's just kind of messy. I do like the product. I do think they've stopped making it, or they are in the process of phasing it out, which is another reason why I did want to use it up now. That way it's, you know, I don't have to worry about having a product that I can't repurchase in my collection, because then odds are I'll misplace it, I won't use it for a while. Then when I go to use it, I won't be able to find it and replace it, and then I'll be sad. So if I use it up now, great, it's done. And then again, and not the most convenient, best packaging. Then I have the Fit-Me Shine Free Foundation Stick from Maybelline. Again, I like being able to throw this in my bag. It alleviates the idea of having to carry around a liquid foundation. And I've had this one a little bit, so it's just getting a little old. This is in the shade, I covered the shade name with the tape, but it is in the shade 110, which I believe is their palest shade, Porcelain. And again, it's just a little bit on the older side, so time to use it up. And I got a couple new stick foundations that I'm ready to break into, so better to use this one first. Ah, I threw the lid. Alright, then I have a little Sephora eyeshadow. It's in a white shimmery color. You can use for a bunch of stuff. You can use it as a highlighter, you can use it as an eyeshadow. And again, it's super tiny. I love it. It was one of their little birthday gifts things. This one is in the shade Aspen Summit. Again, this has been one of my like go-to travel colors for years. This is a pretty big pan, so I do not know if I'll actually end up hitting pan on this one, but I figured it was worth a shot. So this is the one product that I really don't necessarily expect to use up. If I manage to even just hit pan, I'll be impressed. I'll be happy. With some of the powder products, I did tell myself that even if I don't use up all of it, if I hit pan, I'm counting it as a success. Only a couple products left. So this is the Tarte Mini Blush in Party. This one was in one of these Sephora play boxes. I put this in my project pan because I really like the color, and I hadn't used a lot of the Tarte blushes, and you know, I really wanted to kind of try the formula, see what I thought. I do really like it. I really like this color. I've even been using this one a lot without forcing myself to use it. So this one I don't think I'll have any trouble finishing up. I do know that a lot of people say that these, the Amazonian clay blushes last forever. But, you know, so far so good. I'm really looking forward to using up all of this product. And it is kind of a nice pinky mauve-y nude. You probably won't even be able to see that on my hand. But it's the perfect, like, everyday blush shade. It's not too pigmented, but there's still enough of a pigment that it's visible. last two products, and these are both eyebrow products. So this first one is the Milani Eyebrow Wax Stick. I actually got this product specifically to use with the next product, so I figured I'd attempt to use them both up together. This is a nice eyebrow wax stick. Again, it's just getting towards the end of its little life. It's kind of like the eyeliner stick in that I would just like to be able to say I used up the entire thing, or at least the entire thing to the point where I can't sharpen it and use it anymore. And last but not least, the pièce de résistance. This is actually the reason why I kind of decided to do this project pan. This is kind of two products, but I'm counting them as one because they originally came in the same palette. So years ago, and I have to preface this story, years ago I bought a eyebrow powder kit from Sephora that had 2 eyebrow powders and then a brow wax as well. The brow wax I used up years ago, and then I ended up having to depot the powders because the compact broke. I took out the brush because it was crappy. I used up the brow wax. There was no point in keeping them in the big compact. So I glued them into these little clamshells. So I have 2 powders. I have one that's a little bit lighter and redder, and then one that's more of a true deep brown. The deep brown one I actually have hit pan on since New Year, so that's exciting. It might be the first product I think that I've ever really hit pan on. And then this one's actually really close. There's a really nice big divot in there, so that should be hitting pan before too long. I'm going to attempt to use these as long as I can. I do anticipate that at some point, you know, the powder might crack and crumble. At that point, you know, I'll call it a day and they can officially retire. But these have just been tried and true products for me for a really long time. And I feel like, you know, they should go out with a bang. I should use them until they absolutely cannot be used anymore. So that's my 19 products for my Project Pan 19 in 19. I want to try and do kind of quarterly updates for you guys as far as how things are going. If I do hit pan on something, or if I get really excited, you know, I may post an intermittent update on my Instagram. I do have a photograph of all of these products together up on my Instagram page, so you can go check that out if you want to kind of see what they all look like sitting still without me holding them up, without cats running through the foreground and the background. Excuse me, I just spit. Uh-oh. Hey, guys, no hissing. I'm filming. But yeah, so you can go check out Instagram for that. And then other than that, I'm planning the first big update in March for you guys to see how I'm doing with this Project Pan. So have you ever done a Project Pan? Are you planning on doing a Project Pan? Is this something that you guys would be interested in trying, especially with that new like tidying up show on Netflix? I know we're all trying to kind of shop our stash, go through what we have, especially this year. It seems that seems to be a big trend. So yeah. So are you planning on doing a Project Pan? Have you done a Project Pan? Let me know what you guys think below in the comments. So go ahead and like this video, leave a comment, let me know what products you guys are trying to use up, and then I will see you next time. Bye.